Hey guys, how you doing? Give or Lose It here. Well, I did promise after my Don Blues soloing video that I would explain to you some of the things that I do, and this is a video doing so. Now, once again, I'm gonna go a little bit fast on explaining what I'm doing with this guitar. This is an acoustic guitar. It's called Guitarra. If you have an amplifier, pickup, you can connect it to your PC. You should purchase, that's the correct thing to do, Guitar Rig. It's a excellent software. It's got many sounds for your guitar. Yeah, this is the one that I was using. It was from Country and Blues #7, and it's called Texas Toast. And there's also another very nice one. That's a little bit too messy right now for the lesson. Now, another nice thing you can use with the Guitar Rig is an external sound card. I did try it without a sound card. There is no sound coming out of it. Maybe you have a super PC that has a very strong sound card, very powerful sound card, but even the best one is not powerful enough. The one I'm using is called EMU Tracker Pre. It's last year's model, but who cares? It does the job very well. When I hook up the guitar, you don't get a hissing sound or anything like that, and it's very good for recording. You can connect a mic to it. Your PC speakers, I have it all the time running on my PC. Now, let's go to some of the scales that I'm playing, and be advised, practice the scales, but don't practice them too much. You want to hear other blues artists playing, and tell you the truth, I'm not one of them, because you can hear so many great professionals like B.B. King or Eric Clapton and so many others that play some beautiful licks. Licks are called the little riffs or solos that I just did now, and I just do those things within the scales. I'll tell you in a while how to do it. Let's just go through the scales now. I'm going to be saying the string and then the frets, so you can press down on them. Go on the first string and press down on the 3rd and the 5th fret. Very easy, those two notes. Play them over and over and over, get used to that pressing down, and then you're going to go to the 2nd string and play 5th, 4th and 3rd, or 3rd, 4th and 5th. Now, before you go on to the scale, stay with these notes and just hear how many things you can do. Alright, now of course you're like, I need a few more notes. Of course you will get there. But with your pinky now on the 3rd string, on the 5th fret, and stretch all the way up there with your index on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. So play it now with me. Come back to it. There you have almost a full scale right there. Now, we played on that 3rd string on the 5th fret and on the 2nd fret. You want to continue one string higher, that's the 4th string, and play the same thing again, 5th fret, 2nd fret with the same fingerings. Move on to the next string, that's the 5th string, and play. You can use either the pinky and the middle finger, the badass finger, or swiftly change to ring finger, index finger on the 5th fret and the 3rd fret on the 5th string. And then the same thing on the 5th and the 3rd fret on the 6th string, that's the top bass. So this is a position right here. Whatever you play within this note progression, you are within your limits on sounding really cool. Now, start playing and exploring it. I'm gonna press play on that music that I have for download, one of the cool backing tracks that I find. You can either pause or listen or just download and try to do some of these things yourself. I'm gonna play very basic, very easy things, just tapping my foot along and try to copy some of these things with this scale. See? Now, I was just playing such simple progressions there. Sometimes I was also doing something which is really bad. I wasn't even listening to the chord progression. I was just tapping my foot and breaking the rules with it. I don't suggest going to that straight away. Just play on the scale progression up and down a few times and have some fun with it. Now, let's move on down to the fretboard. What do we have here? We're going to go with the index finger on the 5th fret. And then with the pinky, we're going to go on the 8th. Then the next string, you're going to do exactly the same. That's the 2nd string. Usually when I go upwards, I go 5th, 8th, and then I go 8th, 5th. Or, and I play the 3rd time, the 3rd note again on the 5th, and you roll it up. Then you're going to go pinky, ring finger, index on the 3rd string on the 8th, 7th, and 5th fret. Now before I continue, maybe you've seen me do a few bends before as well. Bends are something really cool to do, and they give the electric sound. You do use them in many other styles, of course, but anywho's. Some electric guitarists, they usually tend to have their 2 previous fingers of the one that's bending on the previous frets, so they have 3 fingers powered up and pressing down. And they have a lot more power. But I don't know, for some reason I don't really often use that. Now, where can you use bends? Well, you can use bends when is basically anywhere, as long as it's sounding in tune. Meaning, if we're playing now on the 3rd string on the 7th fret, you know the note under it, it's also in the scale. So when you're actually bending, you're going a semitone or a tone, it depends how much you're bending it, higher than where you're playing. So it's basically the same as doing. The same as moving 1 fret down, but you're giving it a bend effect. Sometimes I really like, after I play the string when I bend up, I play that string again while it's bent, and I bend release, as we call it. Then I move up to the 4th string on the 7th fret, on the 5th fret, now 7th, 6th, and 5th on the 5th fret, bam boom, on the 8th fret, and on the 5th fret, just like as before. And let's finish it off here with this scale. I'm on the way, all the way to the 8th fret. This is quite easy. Ring finger, then index finger on the 8th fret, ring finger on the 10th fret, 11th fret, we're going with the pinky. Then the second string, we have 10th fret and 8th fret. Excuse me, that's my bad. On that third string, you want to go 9, 8, and 7. Then on that fourth string, on the 10th fret, and then the same thing on the 5th string. And then just like you did on the first string, you're gonna have to go 11, 10, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the 8th fret. Now, these 3 scale progressions are quite fun to do, and you can just search in Yahoo for like A minor blues scales, and they're gonna show you a fretboard with dots. That's where you can press. That's how easy it is. And obviously, once you get down after the 12th fret, let's say here we were playing on the 3rd fret up here, like so. So when you're on the 12th, you can go 1, 2, 3. Everything repeats after the 12th fret of the guitar. They're exactly the same notes, just higher pitch. Okay, so if you learn those ones and start freestyling, having some fun with it, sound, that of my guitar. And to close up this little lesson, once again, try to listen on other guitar players and don't try to be crazy like and doing everything fast and speed will come by feeling, speed will come when your body is ready. Okay, just practice with this backing track, have fun. I'm gonna prepare for you the next lesson for the flamenco soloing skills that I use with Pharaon of the Gypsy Kings. And last advice would be, think of your soloing as breathing exercises. Every now and then you have to stop soloing so your guitar can breathe. So don't try to go and just go on and on and on and on without a break. You just give some pausing, some phrasing. Try to think of it like that. And obviously it is always much better when you have somebody soloing with you, playing the rhythm there, because they can do some fancy changes you wouldn't expect. You can play off each other. A recording is always good to start with, but if you have a friend that plays the guitar, tell him to play the chords and you solo, or you play the chords and he solos, and vice versa, because it is the best way of learning when freestyling with some other people around you, and that's the definition of freestyling. And I think there is one little last thing that I can also explain. Maybe you heard of me going crazy there with the pick. I just put up the amp. Well, there I'm just using the nail and I'm holding it with my thumb like this. So this nail is pretend to be a pick. Obviously I can't play that fast from this angle, but that's how it works. So that's another thing that I do. It's just a practice thing. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video helps you solo away for some fun experience on the guitar. Don't worry if you don't have an amplifier or any stuff like that. You can still play with an acoustic guitar and make it sound real cool, or steel string guitar. And make sure you comment and rate. Guys, there's also in the description 2 more links. One link is for Facebook group Give or Lose It. There's so many people there every day exchanging comments and guitar videos, posting of people teaching or playing their own songs or things they've learned. And I think it's a wonderful experience. If you guys want to improve on the guitar, it's a very nice place to find other people that do exactly the same as you do. And thank you very much for watching. If you like my lessons and like to support what I do, please give any amount of donation on the link in the description of my website. And you can also get my ebook. You can check all the relevant information on the website. Thank you very much. God bless. See you on the next video, guys.